Hello, I'm Glenn Toby. I'm a Spring Forest Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The topic of this 5-minute talk is on defensiveness. So there's 3 parts to this. That first part, if I'm being attacked, either physically or even personally, so to speak, or emotionally, I'm going to defend myself in some shape, manner, and form, where the attack is kind of a clear and present danger. The second piece is that sometimes, like in a discussion or a conversation with friends or partners, I'm kind of maybe defending my point of view. I'm not necessarily trying to defeat the other, but here's what I think, and here's what I'm trying to understand, and here's my thoughts on that. That's understandable too. The third part, though, in a relationship, is about what part of the defensiveness is really problematic. And then how does it fit in with the use of Spring Forest Shikang? So I'm going to tell you a story. It's about Katrina and I. And I can't say it's absolutely a true story, but it's turned out to be a really good story in the telling. So here's the story happening like a number of years ago. So Katrina comes up to me, she's my wife. She comes up to me and says, "How come you always leave the bathroom towels on the floor?" Now, in my mature way, I say, "No, I don't." Then she says, "I remember you leaving the towels on the kitchen floor." "No, I didn't." But so I'm defensive, I'm pushing away. And now I've called my wife kind of, not well, not kind of crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. So she said something, it's wounded me in a way, and now I'm attacking back. So I'm defensive about what she's telling me. Now, if I gave that a thought in this story, I would say, I can remember maybe over the course of the last year where I have left the towels in the bathroom on the floor. And there happen to be times when maybe people are going to come over or the bathroom needed to look really neat. So then she's absolutely right that maybe 3 times in the year, not always. That's a very powerful word, isn't it? Always. And then 3 times a year. So if I can say, oh, wait a minute, my defensiveness, my accusations telling her she's not seeing truth is this. Actually, that's true, Katrina. I have left the towels on the bathroom floor, and I'm sorry I did that. No longer am I calling her, so to speak, crazy. So now she's going to relax because her reality is put back into order. And now my reality that I didn't do that is also put back in order when I can step forward and say, a part of what you're saying is true. So I love defensiveness, so to speak, as a kind of a prompter. So whenever I feel defensive, whenever you may feel defensive in a partnership or a relationship, almost having the ability to take a pause and say, I wonder what part of this is true. So it may not be always, it may not be all the time, but 10% of this or the 20%, a part of that is true. That I do that kind of behavior all the time. Not all the time, I do that behavior some of the time. So the more you're able to call on yourself when you're a little bit wounded, then it's an ability to have a closer connection either to your partner, to your friend, or whoever you're in a conversation with. Then how can you do that? So the value of a Spring Forest Shikang practice and others is you have access to remaining calm. So practicing meditations, practicing the movements, all these things keep you with the easy access of calming down, staying calmer. So the access to this calmness is a lot closer rather than I have to make this up, I have to go do something. So that when the defensiveness comes, activate that calmness, activate the meditation. Remember when you were deeper, remember when you're calmer. You can do these things in a split moment. Thank you for listening.